ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಲೆನ್ಸಿ ಕುಡಿಯೋದು. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಯಾವ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರೆ ಮನೆ ಬರೋದ್ರೆ ಮಾಸಿಕ್ ಬೈ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ದು ಒಂದು ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಈವೆಂಟಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಕೂಡ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಮತ್ತು ಚಾಡ್ಗೆ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾಗೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಇಡೀ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಸೋರ್ಸು ಇವತ್ತು ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಇರೋದು ಇವತ್ತು ಆಫ್ರಿಕನ್ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ.
About how the African resources in the world are so valuable for everybody in today's time, and Chad is a very important player in the African region.
ಖಂಡಿತ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂಬರೋ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಟಿಕಾ ಗೋಲ್ಡು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ಲು ಇಡೀ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲಲ್ಲಿ 15 ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಖಂಡಿತ ಈ ಆಫ್ರಿಕನ್ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇರೋರು ಖಂಡಿತ ಆಫ್ರಿಕನ್ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ನಾವು ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದುಡ್ಡು ಹಾಕಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಆಫ್ರಿಕನ್ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಲ್ಕ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ನ ಗ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಮಿಲಿಯನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೂಡ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
So the opportunities that lie for Indians in Africa are immense, and the kind of the cooperation and support we get from the African countries is very, very necessary and very important, and there's a lot of cooperation, and his operation is already there in 15 African countries, and it is a pleasure for him to be there and invite people for other parts of Africa and to bring Chad.
ಖಂಡಿತ ಮುಂಬರುವ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಜಾಗ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾ ಅಂತ ನನಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಖಂಡಿತ ಮುಂಬರೋ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನನಗೆ ಗುಣಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಹನರಿ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಆ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಯ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ನನಗೆ 25,000 ಹೆಕ್ಟೇರು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟವ್ರೆ. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಈ ಚಾಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಬಾಳದಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು ಇಸ್ ಮೈ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್, ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಖಂಡಿತ ಇಂಥ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
So he's inviting everybody to come to Chad, and also how Mr. Hussain has been doing it for the last 4 years, and Chad is very dear to his heart and looks forward to be there and to come and invest.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And while we've got you taking the position today, and let's do the honor. So may I request for us to, Excellency and sir, if you can actually now honor our trade commissioner from going forward is where the responsibility lies. So may I please have the certificate? Yeah. Excellency, could you please come here? Certainly an honor today to look at Dr. Babu taking this role and further strengthening this relation, economic relation, to the next level.
Sir, please, sir. Sir, please. Yes.
Thank you. Now I'm going to just request a couple of our other speakers, and I know Mr. Harshvardhan actually doesn't speak too much, and I'm going to request Mr. Harshvardhan Umre, the IRS the officer who's the Additional Commissioner of GST and Customs in Bangalore. May I please request from the Government of India to please share his views in terms of course, the relation, the trade, and some views on that, please. Thank you. I know. Yeah.
Your Excellency, Madam, dignitaries in the dais, Asif sir, Babu sir, and ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to you all. It is just a very pleasant surprise. I'm not prepared to talk about on this Indo-Chad relations, but I can tell you one thing. Like in the last decade, you can say it's a decade of Africa rising. In fact, what has happened in the recent times in economic development is a large part of global changes which is happening has been resonating in Africa like anything, more than anything. And Chad, as being a former French colony, and you may be all aware that Africa Rising movement is basically taken up by 3 countries of Africa: Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali. These are the 3 countries we are leading a movement to take Africa forward. Chad is in the same lines. And why this is important? Because all these African countries definitely had the political freedom after the colonialism. But one important thing was, it still remains, the economic sovereignty still remains a far distance from there to achieve. And therefore, in these times when we have this economic collaboration going on, it is a step towards achieving that economic liberation, or let's say like restoring their economic sovereignty. And therefore these conferences like this are very important. And I thank Asif ji for giving me this small opportunity. I wish all the best for the investments, and I really would love to see that Chad and India come up as a very close cooperation in economics. And also, when you do economic development, let us not forget about the environment. We are living in the times of climate change and global warming. So when you have economic development, let us not forget about the ecology. Thank you very much. A pleasant evening to you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I know, I was comfortably actually to share with you to come on the stage and share your views. I think it was much easier because, you're just the impromptu great speaker all the way. So thank you so much, Mr. Ashwardhan. I'm going to request now the President of the Unmanned Trade Council, to Dr. Akhtar, to please come and share with us. And of course, the time is difficult, and of course, we're looking at the way certain things are going for defense. We also have Mr. Anup here, who's former DRDO, and thank you again for being here. Appreciate it. So Dr. Akhtar, may I request you to just come in short, if you could tell us, what are some of the opportunities that we have under defense and what can we do for them?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. In fact, I was also not prepared like Harshvardhan told. Thank you, Asif sir. Thank you, sir. All dignitaries on dais and ladies and gentlemen. So, I am a technical person in terms of UAVs and development of drones. And I'll just put a small insight. I will not take much of time. India is now growing like anything, and in recent days, the Digital India Initiative and also Drone Rules 2021. Now, India is focusing on indigenous development of the drones. Now, we are actually progressing in full-fledged Atmanirbhar Bharat. Now, we are also, that is a great point for us, that we are extending our products in abroad also, in terms of agriculture, in terms of defense, in terms of everything. Now, majorly drones are used in agriculture. I would like to extend my, in terms of economic development, my drones can be used in the agricultural field inside, and for infrastructure monitoring, disaster management, and also military operations. So, thank you very much. I would not take much of time. Good evening and Jai Hind.
And while we've looked at, thank you, Dr. Akhtar. While we looked at defense